Good morning, children. Today I am going to explain class 7th civics 5th chapter, Women Change the World. In the previous video, up to this woman, how she has broken these stereotype and she has become an engine driver. Northern Railways, the first woman engine driver, her successful story you have learnt. Now let's see the lesson. It is important to understand that we live in a society in which all children face pressures from the world around them. So here we are living in that society where in the society from all sides pressures, who are facing, children also facing these pressures. Okay. Sometimes these come in the form of demands from adults. So these pressures, they will come from sometimes, of course, from the society. Children are facing pressures, but in some cases the pressure will come from the parents also, from adults. At other times they can just be because of unfair teasing by our own friends. And these pressures, sometimes these will happen by our own friends also. Sometimes friends also will tease us, yes or not. Boys are pressurized to think about getting a job that will pay a good salary. So how this force will be, this pressure will be, we will force the boys to get a good job that they will pay a good salary. So here the main aim of the boy was he has to get the job which gives good salary. So here giving the boy this pressure also one type of stereotype. This is a pressure. They are also teased and bullied if they do not behave like other boys. If the boys are not behaving like the other boys, they will be bullied up. They are also teased. They will be teased. You may remember that in your class 6th book, you read about how boys at an early age are encouraged not to cry in front of others in 6th class. Okay, in that lesson also you have learned that from the beginning onwards in the stereotypes, prejudice and stereotypes lesson, then in that lesson you have learned that we will make some stereotypes, fixed stereotypes to children. In that stereotypes only we will make the children to grow in their situations, that boys are very strong, boys do not cry, they can roam on the roads at any time, no problem. Like that we will make them. Next, here is a conversation between two children. I will read out. See. Xavier was happy with the results of his class 10th board exams. Here one boy's name was given. He was Xavier. Okay, what was the name of the boy? Xavier. Xavier was the name of the boy. And he was happy with the results. That means the result came and he was very happy. Though his marks in science and maths were not high, he had done well in his favorite subjects, history and languages. So in the result, so he got 10th results. Okay, in the 10th results what he got? Though he did not get high marks in science and though he did not get science and maths, high marks in science and maths. Okay. But he had done well in his favorite subjects, history and languages. So in history and languages, he got good marks. When his parents saw his report card, however, they did not look pleased at all. So here Xavier has shown his progress card to his parents. Then they were not at all pleased. Because why? Here in our society we will give importance to this science and maths subjects only. They will not at all give importance to this social and languages. So as usual here, so Xavier parents were very unhappy with the results of Xavier. My goodness, Xavier, you have managed only 65% in maths. Your marks in physics are low too. So here, one of the parent saying that you have just managed 65% in maths, and in science also you got very less marks. I know, Mama, but it's okay because I don't want to make maths or science. I want to study history. So, when his mother said that you have scored very less in maths and science, what was the answer given by Xavier? He said that no problem, Mama. I want to study history. That's why in history I got good marks. My favorite subject is history. Why do you want to take history? Think about your future. You have to get a good job. History will not help. It has no scope. Okay, so after hearing the answer of Xavier, his father shouted at him, "Why do you want to take history? You have to get a good job. And history won't give that job to you. It will not help you." That was the response from his father. Whose father? Xavier's father. But I don't like maths or science. But I don't like Mama, Dad. This was the reply of Xavier. Be sensible, son. Take maths and you can study computers side by side. Be sensible. Think with sense. We are saying there is no scope for history. Why you are taking that? You should study maths. Okay. And you can study computers beside maths, you can study computers also. The job market for computers is very good. So, if you are learning this maths and computers, the job market is for computers, you will get good job. That was the reply of his father. Learning for change. Okay, so this was the situation. This is usually it happens in every family. If children are dull at maths and science, so the parents will think that they can't do anything, and they will force in our society. They will force the children to take maths and science only. This is in every house situation. Now, learning for change. Here we have to know one thing: why we are learning. Why we are learning anything? Learning for change. Okay, let's see. For change, how we could learn. Okay. Going to school is an extremely important part of your life. As more and more children enter school every year, we begin to think that it is normal for all children to go to school. So, when when a child gets 3 or more years, then what the parents will do? They will send him first. They will send him for nursery, and after school. In every child's life, this is a common task, that is going to school. Today, it is difficult for us to imagine that school and learning could be seen as out of bounds or not appropriate for some children. So, if we see now the situation, this school going and learning out of bounds, that means that is not their task, it is out of their mind. But in the past, the skill of reading and writing was known to only a few. But if we compare to past, that means in the previous years, in the past, olden days, only few people know how to write. Only some people. In the history, in so many lessons you have learned, this only Brahmanas, in Varna system, only Brahmanas knew how to write and read. Remaining others, they used to do all the works. So, here also, in the past, the skill of reading and writing was known to only a few. Most children learned the work their families or elders did. So, in the past, only Brahmanas used to learn, or kings, or otherwise remaining in some rich families' children, they used to learn. But most people, the middle class families, or so many others, artisans children, all these people, what they have done, their children, they used to learn the work what the parents they did. It's a hierarchy, as a hierarchy it will come too. Okay, next. For girls, the situation was worse. In communities that taught sons to read and write, daughters were not allowed to learn the alphabet. So, that learning also only for boys in the past. Only girls used to do household work. So, here, if we see the girl situation, it was very worse comparing to boys. They don't know even to write alphabets also. Who don't know? Girls also don't know even to write alphabets. Even in families where skills like pottery, weaving and craft were taught, the contribution of daughters and women was only seen as supportive. So, if we see the skills, pottery, okay, weaving cloth, okay, other artisans work. So here women and girls role was only supportive. That means helping work, supportive work only they used to do. Okay, they were not taught the skills they taught to only boys. Boys only used to know how to make pottery, how to make pots, how to weave clothes and other remaining works. Goldsmiths, ironsmiths, whatever the work is there, they taught to only boys, and in families the women and girls were given supportive work only. For example, in the pottery trade, women collected the mud and prepared the earth for the pots. So, if we say this pottery trade, here women and girls, what the work they have done? Their work is to collect the mud to prepare pots. Collecting mud only their duty and make it ready for making pots. Okay, this was the work done by women and girls in the pottery families. But since they did not operate the wheel, they were not seen as potters. The people who turn the wheels, potter wheel, they only will be called as potters, and here women and girls were only supporters, helpers. Why? Because they are not turning the wheel to make pots. In the 19th century, many new ideas about education and learning emerged. Schools became more common, and communities that had never learned reading and writing started sending their children to school. So, when the 19th century started, this whole situation, it was changed. All these people, many of them, they have changed their mindsets and they started sending their girls, their childs in the 19th century. They started to send their boys and girls to schools. Girls and boys to schools. Okay, that means with the time, changes came in the societies. Earlier, the communities which had seen this is not our work, those communities also started sending their children to schools. But there was a lot of opposition on to educating girls even then. Of course, they changed their mindset, but in the communities also, there was a lot of struggle. That why in our community nobody has gone to school? Why you are sending your children to schools? Like that, strong oppose came in the communities. Yet many women and men made efforts to open schools for girls. Of course, those many tough situations were there in the societies. Then also, so many wealthier people, some reformers, what they have done, they have opened schools for girls. They have opened schools for girls. That means earlier in the past there were restrictions that boys and girls do not go and sit in the same place for study. So some restrictions were there. So to stop that restrictions, that stereotypes, what the reformers they have done, they have opened separate schools for girls. women struggled to learn to read and write. So, when this effort started, women struggled first to read and write, to learn, because it was a new task. Earlier, only men used to. From them only, they have to, these girls and women, they have to study. And here also, it became a tough task in the early days. Here, they have given a famous woman picture. See children, some information is there. I will read that. Ramabai, shown above with her daughter. So, this was the picture of Ramabai. Ramabai. Why they have given her picture in the textbook? Her time was 1858 to 1922. So, why she was important that her picture was given in the textbook? Let's see. Shown above with her daughter, championed the cause of women's education. So, she was the cause of women's education. She never went to school but learned to read and write from her parents. So, here in the Ramabai situation, she never gone to school but she learned to read and write from her parents. She learned to read and write from her parents. She never gone to school. Okay, next. She was given the title Pandita because she could read and write Sanskrit, a remarkable achievement as women then were not allowed such knowledge. So, she was given the title of Pandita. Why they have given this title? Because she was able to read and write Sanskrit, which was possible only by Brahmanas. Read and write Sanskrit. Not now, children. In the earlier days, this Sanskrit language was meant for Brahmanas only. They will not teach to others. But here, in this Ramabai's case, she was able to read and write Sanskrit language. That's why she was given the title of Pandita. She was given the title of Pandita. Who got the title Pandita? Ramabai. Why she got this title? Because she was able to read and write Sanskrit language, which was not meant for women in those days. That's such type of knowledge. She went on to set up a mission in Khergaon near Pune in 1898. So, after she learned Sanskrit, what she had done, she set up a mission near Pune. Okay. In which year? In the year 1898. In 1898, she set up a mission. Set up means she started a mission in Khergaon. Khergaon. In Pune. Where is this Khergaon? In Pune. Okay. In Maharashtra. Pune. This Khergaon. In this, she started a mission where widows and poor women were encouraged not only to become literate but to be independent. So, for whom she started this mission? For widows. Widows and poor women. For widows and poor women, where they can start their own work to earn their livelihood. So, she started a mission for widows and poor women to become literate but to be dependent. So, here this mission for not only teaching them and at the same time making them to be independent. Independent means for their livelihood they only will earn. They should not depend on others. They should not beg for others. This was the aim of this mission, which was made set up by Ramabai. Okay, next. They were taught a variety of skills from carpentry to running a printing press skills that are not usually taught to girls even today. So, in those days only, she started teaching what she started variety of skills from carpentry to running machines. Carpentry, till now, I have never seen a woman doing this carpentry. But she has taught that carpentry work and printing press, running a printing press. These skills she has taught to these widows and poor women. Even today we can't see this work, women doing carpentry and printing skills like that. The printing press can be seen in the picture on the top left corner. Ramabai's mission is still active today. So, in 1898 she established this mission. Till now it is running. So, they have given a picture of her mission also. See children, this is the picture. Okay, she is here. What the women were doing? They were working on the printing press. Yes or not? Here is the picture. So, this was the credit goes to Ramabai. What she has done? Okay, Ramabai was the first woman who set up a mission for the widows and poor women, and she taught the skills of carpentry and printing skills which were meant for men even today. Okay, from then onwards the mission still continuing. So, this was about Ramabai children. I will teach you more examples in the next video. I hope you understood the content. Thank you. Have a nice day.